Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. It's Friday, August 6th. In this video, I have new EIDL loan information for you, including who's been approved, who's been denied, and who's still waiting. I'll answer some of your questions from yesterday and some very important economic news. I'll keep this video short. I want you to keep in mind three numbers today: 1 million, 100,000, and 30%. I'll talk about each of those numbers. Huge shout out to everyone who liked our video yesterday. We surpassed the 2,000 goal. Let's see if we can do it again today. You can help get this video to 2,000 likes. Just give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, consider subscribing to our channel. I'll start with targeted and supplemental advanced data that just came out today. You know, I reported earlier this week that in the proposed infrastructure bill, the proposal, again, this is not finalized yet, it hasn't been signed into law nor passed by Congress, but in that proposal, which is several hundred pages, they talk about removing nearly $20 billion from this targeted EIDL funding, basically taking away the opportunity for any changes to who would be eligible for the $10,000 or $15,000 grants. In any event, that's not good news, but people are still getting approved if you are in the queue. Today's number, 331,000 have been approved for the $10,000 targeted top-ups and 254,000 for the 5K supplemental. We continue to chart it. Here's how it looks week to week. So you can see here's this week. Again, it's basically the same amount of approvals every single week. It's around 15,000 to 20,000 new approvals every single week. Slow and steady here, but for some of you watching, you're getting approved. So that's the silver lining. Okay, the 30% number I told you to remember. Here's the poll we put up 17 hours ago. Where are you at with your EIDL loan increase? Yesterday, before we ran the poll, I predicted approvals would be between 25 and 30%. We're at 28%. Let's round it up to 30% to keep it simple. So almost 30% of folks, according to our survey, 2.6 thousand votes, have been approved. That's fantastic. It's gone up several percentage points from last week. Nearly the same amount of people, around 30%, are waiting for an initial decision. 30% approved, more or less, 30% waiting for an initial decision. The rest, nearly half of you, are in the denial/reconsideration bucket. Now, one of the questions that came up on yesterday's video from some of you is it worth applying for reconsideration? The answer is absolutely yes. The only reason not to is if you know you don't qualify, you don't want to waste anyone's time. But if you think you're eligible and you read the new rules, I talked about the new rules and guidance yesterday. I'll link to that above. But for the 45% of you, yes, you should absolutely look into reconsideration. Some of you also asked about the $2 million increase. You know, the EIDL loan cap is currently at $500,000. There's been rumors saying Administrator Guzman may want to increase it to $2 million. So far, there's nothing concrete on that yet. So as far as we know, it will stay at $500,000 for the foreseeable future. But as soon as we hear anything concrete about that from the SBA, we'll report on that. Another person asked, is the August deadline for reviewing all EIDL loans, specifically the backlog, true? The answer is yes. The SBA has said this multiple times this week and last week that they will try to get through the entire backlog of EIDL loans in the next couple weeks. And so many of you have reported in the comments you're getting good news, or if you've been denied, again, you can apply for reconsideration. We have a template that's been used by, I think, over 20,000 people. Feel free to check it out. It's on our app, Hello Skip, in the App Store and Google Play. Speaking of the app, huge shout out to the thousands of you who tried out our new funding tracker. I announced it in yesterday's video. It's in the latest version of the app, 2.2, right here on the home screen, and you can claim your publicly available PPP or EIDL information. You can basically import any of that funding that you've received. In this example, Buzz Lightyear Productions. Pull in any funding, like in this example, the $15,000 EIDL grant, and you can see how much funding you've received from these programs to date. Set a funding goal, and we can help you reach that goal with our latest posts and our curated funding opportunities, which include not only SBA related and government related grants and loans, but also private lenders as well that you may qualify for. There's lots more coming there. Feel free to check it out and sync your business. Millions of businesses across the country have taken PPP or EIDL funding this year, and you can match it all on our app. So feel free to spread the word. We'd love to hear what you think if you do try it out. Okay, I said remember two more numbers besides the 30% have been approved for EIDL loans. 30% are still waiting. Around 45% have been denied / are in reconsideration. 1 million is nearly the number of jobs added in July. Hiring accelerated in July. That's a good sign. A lot of this data came in the first half of July, though, before the Delta variant started really accelerating. But here's how the unemployment picture looks. I want to point this out for many of you who are hiring or looking for jobs. The picture is positive despite the Delta variant, which I'll talk about in a second, that we are creeping up to that pre-pandemic level. We're only down around 6 million jobs since February 2020. It's overall great news. Some experts maybe expect cooling on the horizon, but most think unemployment will keep falling as the labor market continues to recover. One of the quotes here from the Wall Street Journal is, "We saw a welcomed upward shift in July," and that's a significant handoff because the amount of government support is decreasing. So explicitly linking that upward trend with the lowering of government support, people saying, I got to get a job now. The unemployment checks aren't what they were. But I think more importantly, it's based on the overall economy and more jobs being available, people feeling safer. Despite the 100,000 number, the rolling 7-day average in cases is now over 100,000 for the first time since February of this year. So take a look at that. I wanted to point that out because I haven't talked about the cases in a while. So of course, there's a lot more discussion on what this could mean for businesses. For example, on our blog yesterday, we talked about what some cities are thinking about doing to require proof of vaccination. New York City is the first city to require proof of vaccination for indoor dining and how that might actually happen. Despite all that, the economic outlook is positive. The SBA has committed to approving hundreds of thousands of more people in the next few weeks. That could be you. If you want to chime in on our survey, feel free to. It's in the community tab. Of course, all of our subscribers see these polls first when they come out. There's so many great comments here. Thank you to everyone who's taken the time to leave comments and to answer questions. I know a lot of you are answering questions, not only in videos like this, but also in our polls. And let's see if we can get over 2,000 likes again today. Give it a thumbs up. Most importantly, have a great weekend. Stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.